It was the hardest ticket to get in these parts in ages, and the folks that are packed into this place are making an impact already. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports. But even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next.
The pitcher, number 41, Steve Steph.
And now look out as Ed runs in and gets him, and a very
in the second spot, center fielder.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. It looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Brandon Morrow takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Giancarlo Stanton now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Oh, and look out now. Back-to-back batters hit by the pitch, and guys don't take kindly to that. JT Realmuto is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. Micah Welch is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. Jonathan Holder is into the game as well as he's the new first base. Jacob deGrom is also into the ball game. He'll assume duties in left. Field. Rob Franco is also into the game as he takes over at short. Carl Edwards Jr. is also into the game as he takes over at short.
Number 6.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. His first homer here in the series as they move on top 4-0.
Wow, I can't imagine what he's feeling right now. To hit a home run in the World Series is special. To hit a grand slam in the World Series, I don't think there's too many people that can say that.
Batting fifth.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
Number 13, Chris.
As he'll send a ground ball down to third.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Second baseman, Freddie Freeman.
In now, Freddie Freeman. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting seventh, shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone!
It's a solo shot here for Carlos Correa. His third home run of this series, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Batting eighth.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Popped him up. Montgomery is there to put it away and finally put it. So stepping in, Justin Grimm. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Andrew Miller. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So add one more name to the record book here.
Leading off for the Yankees,
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter.
And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field.
Moving under it, Montgomery. Oh, no, he butchered it. Stallings takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Into the box now, Steve Cishek. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mark Trumbo.
Here's Mark Trumbo now.
As he'll send a ground ball down to third.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Up next for the Yankees.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in. Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He grounds it sharply to third. And a wild throw there as he tried for the backhand, but it got right by him.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down, and he looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judge. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 0-1 delivery. Line towards center field. Montgomery is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Third baseman number 13, Chris Bryant.
Standing in now, Chris Bryant. Grounder down the line at third. Throw is dropped at first. And that'll almost certainly go into the books as an E3.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
In now, Freddie Freeman. Here's a high pop-up. Montgomery has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Into the box now, Jordan Montgomery. This will take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
And that's out number 1.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Right over the middle, knee high.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Trumbo comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for route number 2.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Jacob deGrom.
Stepping in now, Jacob deGrom, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Bryant has got it, and the side is retired. Pretty painful.
Leading off for the game.
Standing in now, Carlos Correa.
Carlos.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Correa, who's sometimes called Show-Rea. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Up next for the game. First baseman.
In now, Travis Shaw. As he chops it on the ground toward the right side. He's got to hurry. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Into the box now, Jacob Stallings. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark.
Now batting, pitcher.
Stepping in now, Steve Cishek. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
Hot shot to third. Strop fields it cleanly on to first, and it's dropped.
Wow, as we watch this, I have to just shake my head. Looks like a good throw, but the first baseman just drops it. I guess that big glove isn't big enough, huh?
Into the box, Mark Trumbo. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Behind 0-2 now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Into the bleachers and gone. A 3-run homer here for Mark Trumbo. His 3rd home run of this series as this lead got even wider.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Miller shading to his right. Oh, he can't hold on to it. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Here's big Aaron Judge as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time and the side is retired. In now, Pedro Strop as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
No balls and a strike to count. A 1 pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Batting 9th, pitcher, Brandon Morrow.
Standing in now, Brandon Morrow, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. Game 3 moves forward to the 4th inning now. It's the Yankees 10.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
Number 13.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And there's his first base hit in this one. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy has had a monster postseason so far.
Runner goes for second. Bullet back up the middle. Montgomery has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now. On a line to shortstop. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out. Throw to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
The first baseman, Travis.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, catcher.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping in now, Justin Grimm, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter, Grimm, who appropriately gets the nickname Reaper. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Justin Grimm becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at-bat. What I mean.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Andrew Miller stands in as he swings and misses for strike one. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Jonathan Holder will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Into the box, Aroldis Chapman. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And gone into the right field bleachers. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series as the blowout continues. Long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Manny Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Giancarlo Stanton now will swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
No mistake what he was sitting on. fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stays through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Moving under it, DeGrom. 2 gone.
Third baseman number 13, Chris Bryant.
In now, Chris Bryant. Fly ball out toward left center field. Montgomery on the move. He's there. Oh, but he can't hold on. And the runner will score from first. And he's safe.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Standing in now, Freddie Freeman. Hit the other way out toward right field. Miller giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So they get 3 runs. Stepping in now, Jordan Montgomery. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Now batting, catcher